Yes, Kamala was booed again. We saw what happened with Beyonce after she rejected to perform. The whole place descended into chaos. Now, Michigan, I don't know. First, take a look at this video before we go into that.
There is a segment of the Democratic coalition that wants to see actually a change in the rhetoric. They want to see her move in a particular direction. Has she done enough?
I don't think so. And I've been talking to people in the business sector in the Arab American community, and I was really surprised this week to get an earful to hear them say that they would much rather either vote a third party, not vote at all, or vote for Donald Trump. And I'm telling you, it's not obviously a significant sample size, but I cannot find one Arab American within my social circle in business or personally who have said that they will vote for Kamala Harris. When you look at the polling, it seems sort of neck and neck. What they are saying, and this is not a Donald Trump campaign line, that Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, who's a Lebanese businessman, has been successful in kind of converting and talking to people to explain why Trump would be better, even with a Muslim ban, even with everything else that has happened. They feel they do not have any political clout. They don't have any political operation. The only political power they have is their vote, even if it means the rise of Donald Trump.
That's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. I mean, and that part, I mean, we were hearing about the inroads that Tiffany Trump's husband was making in the spring when the uncommitted, uninstructed movement in a couple of states in Wisconsin and Michigan were such a big deal. I mean, 48,000 votes for uninstructed in Wisconsin. That's more than twice Joe Biden's margin in 2020. In Michigan, 101,000 uncommitted votes. That's just shy of what Joe Biden won that state by. I mean, this is important, and it could be decisive.
And there's 200,000 Muslims in Georgia that no one talks about, too. And in the CARE poll, which came out several months ago, Kamala Harris was in third place among Muslims in several of those states, behind both Donald Trump and Jill Stein. So there is this position that she's in.
Several days later.
Yes, Kamala was booed again in Michigan, appearing with Michelle Obama. We saw what happened. She was booed with Beyonce after she rejected to perform. Many people show up and fill the stadium thinking that Beyonce would perform. At the end of the day, she didn't even speak for 10 minutes. That is how people decided to leave the whole place, descended in chaos. The same thing I saw in Michigan. A lot of people agitated. What I saw with some in these same locations, Imams are coming out to endorse him. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on exactly. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share this video out.
Michiganders, as the president said, we just had a positive meeting with President Trump. We as Muslims stand with President Trump because he promises peace. He promises peace, not war. We are supporting Donald Trump because he promised to end war in the Middle East and Ukraine. Has to stop all over the world, and I think this man can make that happen. I personally believe that God saved his life twice for a reason. I believe personally that God has saved his life for a reason, which is to save the lives of others. We support Donald J. Trump for his commitment to promoting family values and protecting our children's well-being, especially when it comes to curriculums and schools. We as Muslims support this man because we believe that he will be a president for all Americans, embracing every race, color, and religion. We are with President Trump because we want a strong border. And we agree with President Trump that anyone who wants to come to this country is welcome, but he has to do that through legal pathway. We are with President Trump because we want a strong economy. Don't you want that? We are with President Trump to make America great again through peace and justice for all. Lastly, Michiganders, I have 2 predictions for you for the next 6 months. Are you ready?
Okay, talk me down. I just heard that the mayor of Michigan and the Arab Muslim community of Michigan are supporting Trump. Do they not remember that he said he wanted to deport all Muslims? Are you nuts? Wait until you see what he does if you get what you want. And by the way, this has to be nothing but sexism. A woman president. Oh, holy shit, no. That's all it could be, because otherwise it's plain stupidity.
Yes, Kamala is losing endorsement like never before. It has never happened like that. When you look at a place like Michigan, that is a place where you would not even doubt their support will go for Democrat. The war is in chaos. A lot of people are concerned, like there should be peace. And they have realized that Kamala cannot do that. Reason, you see, they are changing their minds like never before. Imams here took a decision to endorse Trump instead. Democrat could not see this before. It can, in fact, I was shocked when I see this. As election day is approaching, instead it is getting worse for Kamala. Initially, when she started, I was not seeing boos like what I'm seeing today. It is happening now every day. What is going on? Trump is winning in the polls, and the first candidate to win the popular vote after a long time, winning in some swing state. So you can understand the kind of panic. Even with Michelle Obama, these people cannot really do anything. What I have observed the past few days is extremely concerning. The way Kamala is now campaigning with a lot of anger. You know, if you've been watching Biden throughout the years, you will realize there are certain point where he gets so angry and starts shouting. That is the same scenario I saw into these same locations. She was extremely angry, but it should not be like that. Persuade people, give them reasons to choose you. That is all you should do. All that shouting to me cannot really change the mind of people or make people to think that you are a stronger candidate. When you see a stronger person from, you will know. Nobody needs to tell you any story.
You want to hear something about an American dream? Fort McPherson was once a Confederate Army base where there were Confederate soldiers trying to plot and plan on how to keep 3.9 million Negroes enslaved. Now that land is owned by me.
I've none other than Beyonce.
Women supporting and celebrating.
And please, if you're watching me, go out there and cast the vote.
He's a fascist.
I don't care about that at all. Not at all.
Because?
January 6th was not good.
Wait, why don't you care about that at all?
Because they've been saying that about Trump for years. They've been saying that about Republican candidates for years.
You can get her on a...
Passing the Inflation Reduction Act. Under her leadership, we set ambitious targets for achieving net zero emissions by 20...
Well, this is a problem.
Homes Enterprise.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for something else.
Are now stepping forward.
Seen before.
I don't care if they write that.
Financial Republican.